Hello, I'm Steve Collier, Mayor of the City of Lawrence. Maintaining the vast infrastructure and financial condition of water utility is a top priority of my administration. Over the years, the health of our water utility has been slowly eroding. For political and other reasons, adequate rates have not been provided to allow the water utility to operate in the manner required to deliver our customers quality service. It is our hope that with the following presentation, we will be able to provide you with an accurate and complete picture of the condition of our utility and to design a path to move forward. As you probably already know, the conditions present are not unique to the City of Lawrence. In fact, cities across the entire nation are experiencing the results of neglecting or improperly managing this most important of utilities. Just as so many other cities are now realizing the time is now to begin securing and upgrading our critical infrastructure needs so that we can continue to provide all of our citizens with a safe and dependable water supply. The following presentation has been 12 months in its preparation and will support the findings of an independent rate analysis conducted on behalf of the City of Lawrence Water Utility.
Hi, I'm Scott Salisbury, Utility Superintendent for the City of Lawrence. I would like to take a few minutes to talk to you about the city's water utility infrastructure needs and ask for your support in addressing them. As you may be aware, we have recently been highlighting this issue in Lawrence Lift newsletters, which are included in your monthly bills. Our utility is dedicated to providing a safe, adequate, and reliable water supply to the city in terms of public health and safety, but also in terms of benefiting our quality of life and economic landscape. Nationally, costs for infrastructure renewal needs are estimated to be in the hundreds of billions. While low utility bills are certainly a good thing as far as our wallets go, we need to be aware that by continuing to delay addressing the problems we have now, we are only making it more expensive when we are forced to make changes because of catastrophic failures or regulatory action. For years, we have enjoyed the benefits of water and sewer systems built and paid for years ago by others. Like many other communities, Lawrence is at the point now where there is no viable alternative to replacement of major parts of its water and sanitary sewer systems. All the things we can do to properly care for and operate our water and sewer systems are being done and have been done for years. However, we are now faced with infrastructure issues that cannot be solved with a different management technique or a different preventive maintenance program. The City of Lawrence's water system has been providing safe, reliable, and affordable drinking water to our customers for many years. But a great part of the system is old now and struggles to maintain water quality goals with today's production demands. In its present condition, it will not be able to meet the future demands of additional residential and commercial developments. I would like to bring to your attention some of our city's most critical water infrastructure needs. Our 3 water plants are decades old and in poor condition with critical process components failing. When these components need to be replaced, they are costly. There are many reasons to keep and maintain our 3 plants, such as having the ability to produce water across several facilities when one goes down or needs maintenance that may require a plant to go offline, and sharing the demand across multiple facilities extends the useful life of pumps, motors, and other components. Our 2 elevated storage tanks are in need of painting and structural repairs. Our well fields and water plants are in need of emergency standby generators so that we can continue to provide produce, and deliver water in emergencies. Lawrence experiences a lot of water main failures. Between 2010 and 2015, the city's water utility averaged 36 water main breaks per year. These failures are primarily caused by the ground shifting during freeze-thaw cycles, corrosion due to stray electrical currents and aggressive soils, as well as poor pipe handling and installation practices in the past. Such failures are inconveniencing customers, causing collateral damage to streets, curbs, sidewalks, and private property, and result in increased costs. Additional water production capacity is needed from our water plants in order to meet present and future demands. Having redundancy in our water plants and wells is necessary and vital to maintaining domestic and fire service for the public health and safety of Lawrence's citizens, and is, in our circumstances, cheaper than purchasing water from our neighbors. In short, we must begin in earnest to address all of the various aspects of getting water from the well to your taps so that we are operating as efficiently as possible. We have made tremendous strides in creating operating budgets, developing an asset management program, and establishing more comprehensive capital improvement plans. The city is also set to roll out improvements in the customer service area with regards to online bill pay options and customer access to their account information. It is my hope that you now have a better understanding of everything involved in maintaining our infrastructure, and that infrastructure does not last forever. The importance of water to our quality of life, as well as for our economy, cannot be overstated. And the public water supply is still the best value around in terms of cost per gallon. That is why investing in our water and sewer systems is an investment in our well-being and in the well-being of those to come after us. We ask for your support in our efforts to begin making the infrastructure improvements so sorely needed by our city. As always, if you have any questions about any of these issues, please feel free to contact me via phone or email. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jason Fenwick, City Controller for the City of Lawrence. The financial condition of our water utility has been steadily declining over the past several years. One of the main factors contributing to this decline has been the lack of small, incremental rate increases over the years. For example, the last material rate increase for the water utility was passed in 2001. Compounding this issue was an actual rate decrease that occurred in 2008. It has been nearly 15 years since the water utility has had a rate increase, and therefore any increase in operating revenue. The water utility has been operating in the red for the past 4 years. As you can see with the following chart, the utility ended the fiscal year 2016 with an approximate $1.4 million deficit in the operating fund. The utility has had an operating deficit each of the last 4 years. The utility has a minimum operating balance requirement of at least 60 days of operating expenses, or approximately $900,000. The utility has not met this requirement since 2011. The water utility borrowed $1.5 million in 2016 from the Sewage Works utility to shore up this deficit. Without an increase in rates, the water utility will not be able to pay this loan back, which could potentially jeopardize the financial condition of the Sewage Works utility. In November of 2015, the rating agency Standard & Poor's downgraded the water utility 3 notches from BBB+ to BB+. This downgrade dropped the rating to below investment grade, or junk status. A rating of BB+ signifies an entity facing major ongoing concern which could lead to the obligor's inadequate capacity to meet its financial commitments. In their downgrade, the rating agency categorized the utility's financial condition as weak. They commented on the structural imbalance of the operating fund and the lack of sufficient funds to meet the required 60 days of operating expenses. They further commented, quote, "The city has not enacted any recent rate increases that could potentially counter the imbalance," unquote. It is imperative the water utility return to an investment grade rating, as it greatly impacts the ability and cost of borrowing, and could also limit the number of contractors available to perform important services for the utility. Given the current financial condition of the utility, it has not been possible to fund vital improvements to the vast utility infrastructure within the City of Lawrence. Using generally accepted industry guidelines, the water utility should be making over $2 million of infrastructure improvements every year. These improvements are vital to maintaining and ensuring our customers have a safe, adequate, and reliable water system. The utility has made every effort to manage its operations as efficiently as possible. The utility produced a detailed budget and is providing timely and accurate financial statements for the first time in years. Certain costs such as IT and other shared city services are more accurately tracked and split relative to the size of the operation, saving the utility money. The utility now has an accurate value of its assets and will be able to provide a payment in lieu of taxes, or pilot, to the city based on real, fixed, and measurable numbers. However, despite these efforts, a rate increase is sorely needed to restore the health of the water utility. Raising rates to allow for adequate and effective daily operations, as well as providing funding for capital improvements projects, is part of owning and operating a utility. It is important to note that this increase only affects the water portion of the customer's utility bill. A typical City of Lawrence utilities bill also includes sewer charges and a trash pickup fee. These fees are not affected by the water rate. For example, a customer utilizing approximately 4,000 gallons of water for 1 month would face a total utility bill of $66.09. $24.09 for water usage and sales tax, $27 for sewage, and $15 trash fee. With this water rate proposal, this same bill would increase to $87.13, $45.13 for water usage and sales tax, $27 for sewage, and a $15 trash fee. In other words, the sewer amount paid is not affected by the water rate, it is only affected by water usage. It is our hope that you will support the utility's efforts to restore our financial health and begin the process of continual upgrades to our water infrastructure, which is what our customers deserve.
Raising rates to allow for adequate and effective daily operations, as well as providing funding for capital improvements projects, is part of owning and operating a utility. It is never a popular decision, but one that must be done in order to provide the quality of service our customers deserve and expect. It is our hope that you will support the utility's efforts to restore our financial health and begin the process of continual upgrades to our water infrastructure. The rate study and case for an increase in rates will be presented to the City of Lawrence Utility Services Board. Upon their review and hopeful acceptance, the rate study will be presented to the Lawrence Common Council for final approval. We would urge you to contact your respective council member in support of this important initiative. Thank you.